Hello students. So in this video we'll learn how to calculate moles of any particular substance based on given data. So there can be several data which will be given to you while and they will ask you to calculate number of moles of that particular sample. So the first way will be the given mass. So the first method to calculate moles of a substance is based on mass of the substance. So how will you calculate moles based on mass of the substance? So the formula for that is moles is equals to mass given upon molar mass of the substance. Now molar mass is mass of 1 mole of the substance, and mass given, that will be this quantity will be given to you in the question, and this quantity will be known to you, because if you know the molecule or the compound you will be able to know its molar mass based on its individual atomic masses. So based on this formula we can calculate number of moles of any particular substance. So let's take a few examples and understand that. So I'll take first example, which is this one. What will be the mass of 5 moles of SO2? So the question is, what will be the mass of 5 moles of SO2? 5 moles of SO2. So what is given here is mass is being asked. So what they are asking, this quantity is being asked. So based on this formula they can ask any of these, any of the one quantities, and other two will be given in the question in one or another form. For example, here they are asking us to calculate mass of 5 moles of SO2. So first of all we'll find out which of these data are given. So moles are given. So moles are equals to 5, right? Moles are given to us. Next is molar mass. So molar mass is not directly given to us, but chemical compound is given. So we can calculate molar mass of SO2. Molar mass of SO2 will be equals to mass of sulfur atom, which is 32, plus mass of two oxygen atoms, which is again 32. So it will be total 64 gram per mole. Now what we will do the next thing we'll do is we'll use the formula and calculate the mass of substance. So moles 5 is equals to mass of SO2 divided by molar mass of SO2, which is 64, we have calculated just now. So this will give us mass of SO2 will be equals to 5 into 64, which will be equals to 5 4 is 20, 2 5 6 is 30, and 32, 320 grams. So this will be your final answer. So this is the formula. Now they can give you data in different formats, but they'll ask you to calculate moles. So the first data will be mass of the substance. So based on mass you can calculate the number of moles. Second method is based on volume of substance at STP. Based on volume at STP. Now although we can calculate based on volume at any temperature, that for that we'll use ideal gas equation, and this formula is valid only for gases. STP for gases only. We cannot use this formula for liquids and any other substances. This can be used only for gases. And STP is a standard temperature and pressure. It is basically 1 bar pressure and 273 Kelvin temperature. So earlier it was used to be taken as 1 atm pressure and 273 Kelvin temperature. Sorry, 273 Kelvin temperature. But now it is taken as 1 bar and 273 Kelvin temperature. So according to this new parameter, 1 mole of any gas, any ideal gas at STP is equals to 22.7 liter of that particular gas. It means that 1 mole of any ideal gas will acquire 22.7 liters of volume. So based on this, we can derive a formula that moles of substance will be equals to volume of substance, basically gas, because this formula is applicable only for gases, volume at STP divided by 22.7. In few books you will find this equals to 22.4, because earlier, as I mentioned you, that earlier the previous data for STP was 1 atm pressure and 273 Kelvin temperature. Now it is 1 bar pressure. So 1 bar is basically quite a higher than quite less than that of ATM. So that's why the volume will be different. Now we'll take one question based on this formula and try to solve it. So the question is, a sample of helium gas contains 5.6 liter of volume. Okay. Question is, a sample of helium gas occupies 5.6 liter at 1 atm. 1 atm and 273 sorry 1 atm and 273 Kelvin temperature. How many moles of helium gas are there in the sample? Moles are being asked. Now as you can see that the data we have used over here, this one and this one, is different from what STP data is, right? Because STP is 1 bar pressure and 273 Kelvin temperature, right? But at 1 atm and 273, I'll just write it down for you. 1 mole of any substance, 1 mole any ideal gas at 1 atm and 273 Kelvin is equals to 22.4 liter of that gas. So instead of 22.7, in that case you will divide it by 22.4, not by 22.7. So that you'll have to remember, this 22.47 is at STP, right? This will be equals to 22.4 at 1 atm and 273 Kelvin. So always remember that also. So for this question, it is given to be 1 atm and 273 Kelvin temperature. So moles, formula for moles will be equals to volume of gas in liters divided by 22.4. Now volume of gas is given 5.6 divided by 22.4, which will be equals to uh, 1 by 4. So the moles of gas will be 0.25, right? So moles will be 0.25. So this is how we will use volume of a gas to calculate its mole. There can be several examples you can try on your own. I'll just write a question for you, and I'll expect you to try this on your own. Question is, calculate how much volume will be occupied by 2 moles of CO2 at STP. Question is, how much volume is occupied by 2 mole CO2 at STP. You try this question on your own and let me know the answer in the comment section below. Now, so these were the two methods to calculate number of moles. There is another method which will be our third method, that is based on number of particles of any substance. So the third method is based on number of particles of substance. Number of particles of substance. How we will calculate number of moles of any substance based on its number of particles. So as you might have studied somewhere in previous classes, that 1 mole is equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles of any substance you can think of. So mole is basically a unit of measurement or measuring number of substances, just like dozen, just like pairs and all. So 1 mole means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. So we can also write that 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles is equals to 1 mole. So you can write 1 particle will be equals to 1 upon 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 moles. This is just an unitary method which you might have done in earlier classes. So apart from that, we can also write that x number, if number of particles are x, so x particles will be equals to x into 1 upon 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 moles, right? So it means that number of moles of x particles is equals to number of particles upon Avogadro 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, which is also known as Avogadro number. This quantity is also known as Avogadro's number. So based on that, you will calculate moles is equals to number of particles upon 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So this is one of the methods to calculate number of moles of substance based on number of particles. So again we can try and solve one more problem based on this. So the question is, a piece of copper contains these many particles. A piece of copper contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 24 particles. Then calculate moles. How many moles of copper atom will be there in this sample? So number of particles are given. As you can see, we have copper, which is our atom, and number of copper atoms are given in the question. This is number of particles. So to calculate number of moles based on number of particles, so moles will be equals to number of particles upon Avogadro number, which is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So 6.022 in 10 to the power 23 means this is Avogadro number. So number of particles are given to be 6.022 into 10 to the power 24 as given in the question itself. And Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So this is basically 10. So there will be 10 moles of substance in these many numbers of copper atom. In these many numbers of copper atom, there will be 10 moles of copper atoms, right? So these number based on number of particles, also you can calculate number of moles. So these are three methods based on which we can calculate number of moles of any particular substance. So let me know if you get this, and if you didn't, just ask any question in the comment section below and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.